प्रुडंट मिडियाच्या गजाली ह्या कार्यक्रमान आयज गोंयांक लौकीक मेळून दिवपी गोंयचें नांव वयर काडपी अशी एक विद्यार्थिनी म्हजी आयज गजाली मारूंक आयल्या. प्रुडंट मिडियाचो गजाली हो कार्यक्रम खूब लोकप्रिय आसा आनी युवक आनी विद्यार्थ्यां भितर आनी सामान्य नागरिकां भितर सुद्दां ताची खूब चर्चा जाता. आमी गोवा विद्यापीठांत आमच्या विद्यार्थी-विद्यार्थिनींक सदांच सांगता की प्रुडंट मिडियाचे प्रोग्राम पळयात आनी तांची वार्तापत्रां पळयात, विधानसभेचो सगळो वृत्तांत पळयात. आयज आमी हांगा गजाली मारूंक आयल्यात आनी माहिती घेवंक आयल्यात स्निग्धा मयेकारा कडेन. तर स्निग्धा मयेकर ही म्हजी विद्यार्थिनी. हालींच तिणें गोवा विद्यापीठांत बायोटेक्नॉलॉजी विशयान MSc केल्ली आसा. ते खोर्जुवे अत्यंत सुंदर अशें एक जुवो आसा, ताजेर एक किल्लो आसा. इतले पयसुल्ल्यान येवन ताणें 12-15 किलोमिटर वयल्यान गोवा विद्यापीठांत 2 वर्सां MScचें प्रशिक्षण घेवन तातूंत फर्स्ट क्लास मेळयलो. पूण ताज्या परस ज्या कारणा खातीर आज आमी हांगा गजाली मारूंक आयल्या तो उद्देश म्हाका हांगा सांगचोच पडटलो, कित्याक ही चर्चा जी आसा, ह्यो गजाली ज्यो आसात त्यो विद्यार्थ्यांक आमी विशेश करून विज्ञानाच्या विद्यार्थी-विद्यार्थिनींक जांकां UGCची आनी CSIRIची राष्ट्रीय स्तरावेली नॅशनल एलिजिबिलिटी टेस्ट आणि ज्युनियर रिसर्च फेलोशीप म्हणजे पुढे संशोधन करपा खातीर जी स्कॉलरशीप मेळपाक जाय ताच्या खातीर जी परीक्षा दिवची पडटा, त्या परीक्षेची तयारी ताणें कशी केली आनी तातूंत ताका घवघवीत यश कशें मेळ्ळें हें आमी जाणून घेवपा खातीर ह्यो गजाली आसात. वॉट डीड यू अकॉम्प्लिश, स्निग्धा, in this national test?
So I have got an all India rank of 98 in.
That's very good. Congratulations
Thank
on
you.
behalf of entire state of
Thank you
Goa,
very
as well
much.
as the Prudent media producers. And also we are proud because आयकुप्यांक म्हाका सांगपाक जाय हांगा की ह्या राष्ट्रीय परीक्षेन पयली म्हळ्यार 10 लाख विद्यार्थी बसतात भारताच्या सगळ्या राज्यांतल्यान आनी संघ प्रदेशांतल्यान. 10 लाख विद्यार्थ्यांतले 2.5 लाख विद्यार्थी विज्ञान क्षेत्रांतले असतात. तातूंत सामके इंजिनियरिंग, मेडिसिन हातूंतले सुद्धा विद्यार्थी असतात आणि लायफ सायन्सीस बी अशा वेगवेगळ्या विशयांत ही परीक्षा जाता. तर ह्या 2.5 लाख सुमार विद्यार्थ्यां भितर 1805च विद्यार्थ्यांक ह्या वर्सा UGCच्या ह्या CSIRN संयुक्तपणान घेतिल्ल्या परीक्षेन तांणी उत्तीर्ण केल्यात आणि तांकांच त्यो फेलोशीप मेळटल्यो. आणि ज्यो 1805 जे विद्यार्थी जून 2016, आय थिंक द टेस्ट वॉज हेल्ड ऑन 19 जून ऑर समथिंग.
Yes, sir.
या सो 19 जून 19 जून 2016 ह्या दिसा जी राष्ट्रीय स्तराचेर 2.5 लाख विज्ञानाच्या विद्यार्थ्यांनी जी परीक्षा दिली तातूंत 1805 विद्यार्थ्यांक उत्तीर्ण केले. आता तुमच्या मनान असो दुबाव आयलो आसतलो की इतलो कमी रिझल्ट कसो लागलो. 1805 जर आमी 2.5 लाखान भागाकार केलो जाल्यार पर्सेंटेज पासिंग कमीच येता. ताजें कारण अशें की हातूंत तांणी कट ऑफ दवरिल्ले असतात. 130 200 पैकी बी अशे असतात. म्हणजे 60-65% मार्क पडटा ताकाच ताजोच विचार जाता. हाजो अर्थ असो की 1805 विद्यार्थ्यांक 60-65% वयर मार्क पडून तांकां ह्या वर्साची ही UGC नेट CSIRची जी जॉयंट फेलोशीप आहा ती मेळ्ळी. आनी मजा अशी आसा की हाज्या पयलीं आमी केन्नाच आयकूंक नाशिल्लें की गोंयची विद्यार्थिनी, गोवा विद्यापीठाच्या जीव तंत्रज्ञान विभागाची विद्यार्थिनी 98वो थंय रँक मेळून 98th रँक मेळून ताका 1805 ताका हें यश मेळिल्लें आसा. सो माय फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन टू यू इज, definitely this is a great accomplishment for postgraduate students of our state. We started post graduation in our state from 1965 and thousands of students have taken MA, MSc, MCom degrees. Among MSc, that there is that lot of that competition now to get teaching jobs, to go for research and all, but very few get this type of national support through the fellowship examination like UGC CSIR net. So first and foremost, let me start from the very beginning of it. Since now you have been chosen few because 1805 successful candidates have got 295 ranks, and among these 295 ranks yours is 98. That is top 1/3. So I think this is perhaps successful completion of your goal. So when you were in St. Thomas High School, Aldona, what were you dreaming about? Were you dreaming about science, or you were just dreaming about any other stream in which perhaps you would have excelled? Basically, what I want to say in this Gazali program is, तुका science कडे अशें येवचें अशें कित्याक दिसलें? Means what was the idea behind it?
I was always interested in knowing how things work. What is the science behind how things work? The why question. So I was also interested in biology. So with that motive, I joined my science in the higher secondary. So I wanted to try for MBBS, but later on I realized that I was not
Snigdha,
interested.
you got fantastic, somewhere like 87% or something in SSC, and I think you were in top 50 or something in SSC.
Yes, sir.
You were in top 50.
Yes, sir.
So at that time, were you inspired by what the press coverage that was going on, that because India was, when you did your SSC, India was transforming itself as a IT BT enabled nation. We were sending satellites in orbit, and
Yes.
when you were listening to this news, watching this type of that news on television, was there something which inspired you in the direction of science?
No, that is all there. The influence is always there, sir. But I excelled at my school level, and I was interested in biology. Bio has always been my favorite subject from school, and with that motive, I joined.
What is so special about biology? Because we have so many streams in sciences.
Yes, sir.
Physics is there, chemistry is there. Now, हे आमी लोकां पर्यंत म्हणजे आमचे जे आतां हायस्कुलान सुद्दां स्टुडंट्स आनी हायर सेकंडरीले विद्यार्थी सुद्दां आतां पळयता आसतले कार्यक्रम सगळो, खूब जाणांक कितें कितें जावपाचें आसा फुडें भविश्यान, जाल्यार तांकां कळपाक जाय की जीवशास्त्र म्हणजे बायोलॉजी. What exactly is that which you really attracted to a very important subject like biology?
I wanted to try for MBBS, as my father wanted me to be a doctor, but I realized that that is not my field of interest, and I wanted to. I came across this new term called biotechnology, and I was fascinated. So with that motive, I said, like, let me get myself into this field and see how it goes, and it has turned out well so far.
So I believe that your goal was to take highest possible education in field of biotechnology.
Yes, sir.
So how you planned ahead after you joined 11th? Because now you have first class in MSc biotechnology. So how did you plan in that direction, that do BSc in biotechnology, MSc in biotechnology?
I was studying at St. Xavier's High Secondary. So at that time, St. Xavier's College had introduced the biotechnology self-finance course. So they held orientations for us to know how this subject is, the field is, and with that I got initiated into this. So I joined this biotechnology, and then at that time Goa University did not have a MSc biotechnology program. It had marine biotechnology, of course, but general was not started. So at the end of my BSc, that is the third year, we came to know that Goa University is having a new program.
But
that was
you know
MSc
that
Biotech.
during those days, lots of students from Goa, after doing BSc biotechnology, used to migrate and go to places like Pune, Bangalore to pursue post-graduation.
Yes, sir.
Were you aware of that?
Yes, sir, because it was not available. And
To what extent do you think that type of migration was helpful?
of course, if someone is really interested in doing biotechnology masters, then that was their only option at that time. And now we have the option of studying in Goa itself.
Do you think that very conceptualization and introduction of the general biotechnology course, especially for students from affiliated colleges in Goa, was helpful?
Yes, very much, because financially backward students, it is a major help for them, because not everybody can afford to go out. Even if the tuition is less and this thing is funded, you still have to manage your stay and everything. So I think that was a really good decision by the
Goa
government.
University, you think did a good job?
Yes,
Yours was the first or second batch?
second batch.
I see. So after BSc, then you joined MSc. Exactly at what moment of time you took a decision to appear for this national examination?
After my MSc, by the time I was in my BSc, I had decided that I wanted to teach, to become a lecturer. So I researched all the options, like how to go about forward. I just spoke
So
to my
what do you
teachers.
suggest now? Prospective candidates will be there watching this program, Gazali. तांकां तूं कितें सांगूंक सोदता की कशा पद्दतीन 11वी पासूनच तांणी चिंतून तयारी करची पडटली. हाच्या
सारकें.
संदर्भात तुवें थोडे तरी सांगूंक जाय. यू मस्ट टेल देम समथींग अबाउट
हय.
इट. इफ दे रियली वॉन्ट टू गो इनटू टीचिंग प्रोफेशन इन से हायर सेकंडरीज और कॉलेजेस एंड ऑल, हाउ टू गो स्टेप वाइज?
Okay. First of all, you have to identify your interest, your
Yes.
field of interest. That is very important because later you do not want to be stuck in a field that you no longer like. So I think that is very important to identify what you want to do, what field you want to pursue. So after that, you have to do your bachelor's degree, which is a must. So if you are going to teach at school level,
Whichever,
Yes.
I mean, basically you mean to
Yes.
say that whichever stream of science, not
Yes.
necessarily biology or
no,
that.
no, any. So do your bachelor's degree, get good marks there, and if you want
No,
to,
it's easy to say good marks, but
Yes.
you must have also got some idea about how to get good marks. Because I am a
course.
teacher, so I know how
Yes.
much students study. We complain that they are hardly studying at all.
yes.
So what you mean by good marks and how to
I think-
really, I mean, study seriously,
I think
methodically?
I think you should always have that goal in mind. You should not forget your goal because I know college life is.
So you advise
yes,
the students to be goal oriented, goal
Yes,
specific,
very much.
and not lose the sight of the goal.
Correct.
Good.
So that is what I want to say. And if you want to go for teaching at school level, then there is B.Ed after your bachelor's. If not, you can do your master's and then appear for national exams like this, which I have appeared. Or you can again go for B.Ed and teach in high secondaries. So that would be the course that you would need to follow.
What was the influence of this, you know, that these three forces regarding your decision to appear and really work hard for this national examination, that is UGC, CSIR, JRF NET in June 2016? One force is, you know, your peers. Second is your teachers. Third is your parents.
Yes.
Everyone expects success. Everyone wants you to be successful. Every year, hundreds of students from our state appear for this national examination, including many of my students also. They work very hard.
Yes.
They go to Pune, Bangalore and many places to answer the exam. I see them working hard, but very few actually, you know, that get through the test and very few get the fellowship. So to what extent teachers were pressurizing, parents were saying, please give this test, your career is important. Peers like your seniors or your classmates and all saying, let us all give this test. I mean, can you say something about it?
Yeah, I think nobody was really pressurizing, but the general consensus was that.
I mean, influencing
yes.
means go in that direction.
Yes,
I'm
but
not saying pressurizing in the negative
no,
sense.
no, no. But the general consensus was that it is a very difficult exam and you will not be able to clear it. So, of course, it is very
I
difficult.
don't understand. Means why this negative psyche that you know?
Because
it's like
it
you
is
will not
very-
be able to
it
clear
is
you
very
will not-
rare to find
Because the
someone-
whole Gazali program
Yeah.
is to infuse positivity,
Correct.
optimism.
Yes.
You know, the
That is
idea
what I
behind,
feel.
you know, how to succeed in a public national examination with a proper strategy. That's why we are here today. So I think if generally the opinion is that you may not succeed, you may
Yes.
not, it may be drilled into the mind of, you know, the
Correct.
students that, okay, it's so difficult, what will happen to us? I think that's
Yes.
not the correct thought because you
It
yourself is
yes, I
a
have
proof of
faced
that.
it. Correct. And it is because it's very rare to find someone who is net qualified to take advice from them as such. So the general consensus is that among students and my age peers that it is a very difficult exam and you will not like most
Can you
probably
now
not.
little bit, you know, explain what is this difficulty about? Because you have really, you know, that overcame that difficulty.
Okay.
What
Now-
exactly is the difficulty? Is the difficulty because can you first shed little more light on the type of exam, how it is patterned?
Okay, this is a national exam which consists of 200 marks. It is divided into 3 parts, A, B and C. The first is the logic paper. It will test your aptitude and reasoning. The second one is based on your subject, whatever subject you have chosen, so that will be specific to that. And the third one is application based questions. So this is a MCQ format, that is a multiple choice questionnaire. So you just get to choose one question, one answer. And the thing is about this is it's a negative marking exam, so there is minus
That is what you
mark.
consider
Yes.
difficult part.
Yes.
Because one cannot guess.
We cannot guess. There is no guesswork because if you guess, then most probably you are going to lower your score. So that is one main aspect there. So that is what makes this exam
What
competitive.
about the subject paper?
The subject paper, yes, the syllabus is vast in the subject paper also, so it is difficult to cover everything in a short span of time. So it
What do
is
you mean by short span of time? Means
because students, including myself,
when they should start.
Yes.
Don't you think that in many of the states in India where you get, like in Chandigarh, I found that 986 students cleared it.
Wow.
UGC net
Yes.
in a city of 20 lakhs or something, and we have 15 lakhs, and we have hardly two or three candidates getting successful in this.
Yes.
So I think there has to be more, public education and counseling of the students. We have very talented students. They are cracking up IIT examination, 30, 40 students every year. We have other students also, astronomy Olympiad, maths Olympiad, physics Olympiad. They won international prizes.
Yes.
We are doing extremely well in chess Olympiad and many other things. So what I am trying to say is that basically means that fear of examination has to be removed.
Yes.
And secondly, you have to really anticipate all these things, negative marking,
Yes.
then demystification of syllabus. And perhaps I think that when you are simultaneously studying for university,
Yes.
internal test,
It's very
semester end
important.
examination, writing journals,
Yes.
perhaps you think that plus this
Yes.
is a burden.
No,
So
it's,
don't you think at TY-BSc level you will advise students to start for
yes,
these tests?
that is a main criterion here, that if you study your bachelor's well and your master's, if you know what you have studied, then it's definitely going to help you in the examination, because that knowledge will not go to waste, and it will definitely help you in your CSIR and NET examination.
No, in that sense, now your own timetable means how you went about it. I think we can discuss little more about it.
Yes.
Because you had your final examination also.
Yes, I did not start preparing just a long time back or something, but I knew it was in my mind, and I would always read maybe one topic a certain day and another topic the next, not very pressurized or anything like that, no forced timetable, no fixed timetable or anything like that. So I just read through some topics and I cut them off as and when that I go, because some topics, most of the
To
topics.
what extent teachers were helpful or seniors were helpful in understanding
Yes,
some difficult concept? Because I don't remember that you ever approached me for any difficulty, although I have a Moodle page. Anyway,
Yes.
I'm just joking, but the thing is that when you are stuck
No.
somewhere, because
Yes,
to what
teachers-
extent syllabus overlaps with your MSc?
Yes, it does. It overlaps
Yeah.
a lot. So whatever the difficulties we had in the masters, the teachers were always there to help. And besides, apart from that, I think reference books also helps. So the books that are prescribed for CSIR and NET, they are very important. So if you can pick up any one of those books, because they have
So
really.
you advise the
Yes.
students who would like to appear for this UGC CSR joint JRF NET examination that they have to really go around, purchase books.
Not purchase books, because now on the internet you get e-books, PDFs and everything. So it's not that you need to have a lot of money
So
to
there
purchase.
are a lot of resources on the internet.
Yes, a lot of resources are available. There are videos, there are PDFs, there are mock tests, MCQs, everything is available.
So both means they can also, because beside our library will also have all the facilities.
Yes, of
already.
course, the library does
So
have.
so exactly means how much time you spend, means you appeared in June 2016. So if you go backwards, then around how many months you had to prepare, because that's very important tip for our listeners also.
I think a minimum of 4 months.
4
if
months.
you start preparing, I think that should be more than enough, because not everyone will stick to the schedule, of course. So I think 4 months are more than enough if you have your goal in mind and you want to just conquer it. Then I think this is the way to go.
Now you said that this test opens before you two options. Now you are 98th ranked. Now
Yes.
how does it feel that you are 98th ranked in India? Because this year the UGC has divided now the fellowships into 3 slots. Like we have top 1805 students like you who have been ranked into 295 ranks. Many are sharing same rank. Then we have 3308 fellowships for those who have not yet cleared their
MSc.
PhD and all those, and we have 229 students who have not yet submitted MSc evidence of MSc completion. So altogether about 5,000 fellowships, over 5,000 fellowships have been given. Would you say that now most of these students will go to teaching or research? How many will opt for research? How many will opt for teaching? And you said that sometimes back that you have really taken this examination because you like to go for teaching,
Yes.
in the teaching profession.
Yes, I cannot speak for everyone, but I think that this is a very good opportunity, and there is a time period of 2 years after you clear the exam. So it is not mandatory that you join.
So the validity of
Yes,
the
there is
result is for 2 years.
2 years.
So till 2018 June you can
Yes, you can apply
decide.
for. Yes, you can decide if you want to like join for a PhD program somewhere. Then you have 2 years. So it is not mandatory to join somewhere as soon as you get the results, or nobody.
But don't you think there is a sort of, that mismatch? Like Government of India may declare, a national level fellowship list. But Government of India has, UGC or CSR has no mechanism to identify whether vacancies are available and vacancies are created at college level or postgraduate level to absorb those many candidates who are declared successful. Don't you think, because even now you might have little anxiety of where to get the job. So don't you think at state level some action has to be taken so that students like you who have got the fellowship do not remain unemployed in that sense of the term and lose the fellowship after 2 years? What is the way out of it? What do you suggest?
Yes, I think that is a very crucial question, because
Or you do think that, okay, there are going to be vacancies and you are very much sure that within the window period of 2 years, you are likely to land up with a job?
Yes, I will try my best because I have done my part, I feel. So now the only thing is there to implement it, to use my knowledge to the best of my abilities. So I think I am very hopeful that I will land a job, a teaching job in the next few months, because right now there are no vacancies as such. So
but that doesn't tell something about the condition of science technology in our state, that you are a woman scientist, you are my student, we always champion, the causes of women in the university.
yes, true.
And we inspire them, we try to encourage them. And today you have a situation in state of Goa with almost 10% literacy, that in this Gazali आम्ही हांगा उलयतात की आता 98 नंबर राष्ट्रीय स्तराचेर आयला, ताका आता कॉलेजीन
हय.
फुडें जॉब मेळटलो काय ना हाच्या बद्दल आमची चर्चा चल्ल्या, म्हणटकीच इतलो इन्व्हेस्टमेंट आमचे सरकार करता, राष्ट्रीय विज्ञान पॉलिसी आसा, नॅशनल सायन्स पॉलिसी आसा, सायन्स टेक्नॉलॉजी डिपार्टमेंटाच्यो गव्हर्मेंट ऑफ इंडियाचे स्कीम्स आसात टू एम्पावर एंड एनकरेज विमेन सायंटिस्ट एंड ऑल. But you are hopeful, I believe.
I am hopeful. I am very hopeful.
What about your ideas about PhD level research?
Yes, I think between the window period of 2 years, I will decide on a PhD program, and before the end of 2 years, I would like to join somewhere. So we still have time for that, and that is obviously my next step, because I think that would help me in my teaching career as well.
Generally, what will you say about the overall now your that cohort generation, means generation which is of your age and generation which is following you? Well, we belong to the previous generation in terms of their approach towards science, because we are almost at the end of this Gazali. म्हणजे सोपत आयला गजाली, म्हणजे वेळ कितलो गेलो तो आमकां कळकूच ना. पूण ह्यो गजाली सोंपोवच्या पयलीं आमकां ही म्हायती जाय की आतां तुमची आतां पिळगी आसा आनी आमची पिळगी आसा, हातूंत एक 30 वर्सांचो फरक आसा ना. म्हळ्यार आतां what you feel means approach towards science, towards research, towards teaching, towards planning of the career, towards strategizing for public examination. What do you feel about them?
I think
Your generation, you talk first.
yes, I think our generation has benefited a lot from technology,
Good.
from internet. So I think
So it is really beneficial
it
and
is-
empowering.
Yes, it is very empowering, and I think we as a generation need to make the best use of these resources. And I think because that we have a lot of support in all sides now, because about as you said, women empowerment and all, they are always
But don't you
pushing
think
us
still
up.
more needs to be done? Like what about holding classes at state level for those who want to appear for national
Yes.
examination?
I think that
would you
would-
suggest that?
Yes, I would, because what I did was entirely self-study on my own using the internet and books, but there was no coaching. So I think if there
So
is
state-sponsored coaching
yes,
is
I
going
think
to be
if
very
that
helpful.
comes into play, then I think many of our students will be able to clear
What about
this
the
exam.
generation to follow, like those students who may be listening to this 11th standard, 12th standard, many of them may miss admission to medical college and other professional colleges and all, means, and they may still think to go ahead with this examination and perhaps join teaching or join research. So what about, what is your sort of message to them or tips for them?
Okay, I think first of all, do not lose heart because you have not got into some professional degree, because that is not the end of the world. Okay, you can always make a good career if you are really interested, and you can do well in any subject like that. So I think you just need to calm down and plan your career ahead, have a goal in mind, and then work towards it.
That's very well said, Snigdha, and I believe that considering your journey so far from
Yes.
St. Thomas High School, Aldona to Goa University, and now the success which you have achieved at national level by getting 98th rank in top 1/3 of the ranks. It's really laudable, and besides, I believe that you have also said something very positive about the reforms which we expect in our state, like creation of more employment opportunities for such fellows, and besides the need for training the students who would like to appear for this national examination at state level. Perhaps our Director of Higher Education can take a lead, Goa University can take a lead, and have such free programs of counseling and this one. So now, as we go towards the next revolution in biotechnology, what you feel as a student of biotechnology that our new generation should look forward? Something about your own topic.
I think biotechnology, as we say, it's an upcoming field, but actually it has been there since centuries. Man has been using biological systems for its gains for centuries now. So I think the modernization of this biotechnology is what is going to help the students. So
There is a lot of scope.
Yes, there will be a lot of employment
So
opportunities.
they should look forward to join such courses, biotechnology.
Yes, masters at biotechnology.
Good. I think
Yes,
as a
really
biotechnologist also, I thought, means you will agree with me. खूप वेळार आमकां मार्गदर्शनाची गरज आसता. त्या वेळाचेर विचार असो तकलेन येता की गजाली तर आमी आयकल्यो, फुडें कितें करपाचें. तर त्या खातीर तुमी गोवा विद्यापीठान आमकां संपर्क साधलो जाल्यार आमी त्या बाबतीन स्पर्धात्मक परीक्षेच्या बाबतीत जे कितें मार्गदर्शन आमी विद्यार्थींक शक्य आसा ते करूंक शकतात. त्याच बरोबर आज ज्या आमी हुशार विद्यार्थिनी बरोबर ह्यो गजाली केल्यो, तिजे अनुभव खुबशे आज आसात ते आयकले आसतले तुमी. तिजें मार्गदर्शन विद्यार्थींनीन घेवपाक जाता, आनी म्हाका दिसता की ती तयारी तांची आसतली. म्हणटकीच ह्या आश्वासनाच्या फाटभुंयेचेर की गोवा विद्यापीठ हें लोकांचें विद्यापीठ, आनी आमची दारां, आमची मनां आनी आमचे सगळे सुविधा आसात त्यो तुमच्या खातीर उक्त्यो आसात. तुमी ताचो फायदो घेवचो. चडांत चड संख्येन UGC, CSIR, NET, JRF स्पर्धे भितर, ह्या स्पर्धात्मक परीक्षा भितर गोंयच्या विद्यार्थींनी बऱ्या पद्दतीन तयारी करून यशस्वी जावचें आनी स्निग्धा सारकें यश कमावचें, ह्या आमी संदेशा बरोबरच हो कार्यक्रम ह्यो गजाली हांगा सोंपोवया.